Welcome to another tutorial. So in this tutorial, I'll be making this beautiful rich anti BUBU dress. Okay, I'm using a mikado silk fabric, see it here, and then a sequin. So the first thing I'm doing here, I'm folding the mikado silk into four. Okay, so I folded it into four. I want to cut out both the back and the front at once, right? So after folding into four, I'll be inserting my shoulder width plus my sleeve length measurement. Can you see? So shoulder width plus sleeve length gives me 14 to 15 inches. So I have marked out that. If you want your sleeve longer, please use 2.5 yards. I'm using 2 yards here because I'll just use my sequin to make like a decoration. I'll be making my sequin longer on the sleeve area. So after marking out that, I'm marking out the neck depth and the neck width. For the back, I'm marking out 1 inch neck depth and 3 inches neck width. Then for the front, I'm marking out 3 inches by 3 inches for the neck depth and for the neck width. So I'm simply marking that out now. So we now have our front and our back neck width and depth. Okay, so I haven't marked out that. The next thing we want to do is to demarcate our shoulder so we can slant it. Now note that this full length, this full line here contains our shoulder and our neck, including our sleeve length together. So I'm marking out the shoulder here. Can you see? So this is the shoulder, the rest part is the sleeve. Now from that shoulder, I'll be slanting by 2 inches. So as you can see, I'm linking it back after marking out the 2 inches. Can you see? So the shoulder slope has been beautifully created. After creating the shoulder slope, the next thing I want to do, I want to determine the width of the sleeve, okay? This you can measure on your body to know, or on your client's body to know how wide they want the sleeve to be. For me, I'm just simply marking out 10 inches, okay? Between 10 to 12 inches width is okay for me. So I've marked that out, and then here I'm inserting my hip circumference divided by 4 plus 2 inches for ease, and connecting to the sleeve width. Can you see the beautiful connection? And now I'll take this straight down to the hem line. Can you see that has also been done? So we are done. Now we will cut out our back. And here we are done cutting out the back. So we'll be separating the back from the front. Now we have separated the back. We'll be cutting out the front now. Okay. So the difference between the back and the front is just the neckline. Can you see? We have also cut out the front. Let's now proceed to cutting out the sequin. Okay. So before we cut out the sequin, we'll determine how we want it to appear on the front body. So first, you measure how long you want it. For mine, I want 20 inches in length. Then for the width, just almost 2 inches after my shoulder. Okay, so I'll just measure that out. That is my shoulder width divided by 2 is 7. So I'll be using 9 inches. Okay, so I'm using 9 inches to measure out that. So first of all, I'll be folding the sequin fabric into 2. Okay, I'm trying to arrange it. I folded into 2, and I've placed the front pattern on top of it. So it is on it. I'll now first of all cut out the neck and the shoulder area. See, I've done that. So now I want to accurately measure the shape. Okay, I've measured and I'm linking 20 by 9. Then for the down, I measured 5 inches. Can you see? So after measuring this, I added allowances, half an inch all around before I cut out, so I can use it to finish up the edges. So we also have our sequin pattern ready for the front, and so we'll proceed to cut out the back. For the back is very easy. The back is not as long as the front, but the width of the sequin will also be the same width for the front. So same width with the front. So I'm marking out the neck and then marking out the width then the length, that I mean I'm marking out the neck and the length, then the width. Okay, can you see what I've done? The width is 6 to 7 inches instead of 20, which was for the front. For the front it was 20, for the back is 6. So can you see I've cut out also. Okay, now we also have the back ready. Can you see? So next I will be creating an opening here so we'll be able to wear the dress. Okay, so first thing I want to do, I will just hold the facing and the fabric together like this. Okay, and try to locate the midpoints. So I've gotten the midpoints, then I will just use my scissors and cut through to an extent to about 2 inches down, then I stop. Okay, to about 2 inches before the end of the facing. Okay, can you see? So I'm okay with that now. I'll just stop there. This is the part through which you'll be wearing our dress. Okay, during the sewing process you see how I'll be finishing all of these nicely. Okay, so I'm done cutting it open, and now I have both my front and back facings ready, and I have already ironed and interfacing a stay precisely to both facings. Can you see? So I'm doing this to make it firm and stay in place by the time I'm attaching it to the mikado silk. Without this stay, okay, without this stay, it will be difficult to sew it to the mikado silk because the sequin fabric is a stretchy one while the mikado silk is not stretchy. And now, dear creatives, we have joined the facing for the sequin, both back and front together on the shoulder area, as you can see. Okay, so after ironing, interfacing is to join them together, and that has been done. The next thing we want to do will be joining the back and the front of the main dress, and here we have also done that on the mikado silk. So after doing this, we are now bringing the facing to the mikado silk. We are facing the right side of the sequin to the wrong side of the mikado silk. Can you see? So right side is facing wrong side. Okay, so right side of sequin faces wrong side of mikado silk. So that's how you place it and then pin it together on the shoulder area and on the entire neckline. So I'll simply pin, then we continue. And here I'm also done pinning. Now after pinning down, I've created this stripe, okay, that I'll be using to form the loop for the button. Okay, so I'll be placing it on the neckline before sewing. So here I'm done sewing, so I will be flipping it over now. Okay, and before I flip it over, I've also gone ahead to insert clips so that the neckline area will relax. Can you see? So here turning it out, here is the back. Can you see the loop we created earlier on? Okay, so I'll simply bring out every edge beautifully, making that place relax. Okay, I'll also iron it. I'll be placing an organza fabric on top of the sequin before I iron it on this area to make it very relaxed before I proceed. So we are almost done. What we have to do here is just to fold the edges all around. Okay, be folding with 1/2 inch and sew to the mikado silk, ensuring that everything is well relaxed. Okay, the necklines are well aligned. So I'll just go ahead and sew with my machine. Okay, can you see? I'll be folding it like this, and then just sew until I'll be done sewing. Okay, I'm simply done sewing. Can you see? So I'm done sewing all around. And for the back also, I have done the same thing. Can you see our back? Our dress is almost ready. The only thing we have left to do is to join by the sides and then finish up the hem of the sleeve and the hem of the main dress. So that's what is left. Can you see? So this is it. Just go over and then sew straight down to the hem. and also finish up the hem of the sleeve and the hem of the main dress. So that's all what is left. I also want you to know that I'll be using a sequin to finish up the hem of the sleeve. Now, because I'm using 2 yards of fabric, the sleeve length is too short for me. So I'll be using, if you are tall, use 3 yards, or you can use 2.5 yards. So I'll be using the sequin to cover up the length of my sleeve. Okay, so after everything, you'll see I will be placing it on a model. Okay, my mannequin will fit it. Then you'll see how I added extra inches to my sequin to bring the sleeve up to a 3/4 level. Can you see? So my mannequin is wearing it already. Can you see how beautifully finished it is? So neat. So if you have gained anything from the video, remember to like and share this video and drop your comments.